Already just less than a week into his retirement, former NBA superstar Kevin Garnett has been offered a coaching position in the NBA. Cleveland Cavaliers head coach Tyronn Lue has offered Kevin Garnett an assistant coaching position with the franchise. According to Lue, he said he's talked to both Kevin Garnett and his wife, and that they are indicating that Garnett is still, going through that transition from being a player to retirement, and that he's probably not ready at this time, but saying that he might do it is the term that Lue had used. And even if Garnett does not take the position, there's according to the article, there still might be a chance that Garnett could take some role in an unofficial capacity with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Maybe some type of, maybe some type of position where he's asked to give his advice on certain things, even if it's not a payroll position or something like that. But anyway, it's interesting because just before he retired, I was doing videos saying that I thought that he and the Cleveland Cavaliers would be a good fit. But I was saying as a mentor, as a you have a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers, and you see some of the things that some of the younger players are doing, and I just thought that he would be a good fit for that franchise as far as mentoring some of the younger players, and also his leadership ability. But the article goes on to say that it's very rare for a player to transition from being an active player to being a head coach in a head coaching position so quickly. There have been others that I can think of in recent history. You have Derek Fisher, who retired from Oklahoma City Thunder. I think it was in 2014, and became the head coach of the New York Knicks. Ultimately, he showed he did not have the professionalism or the temperament to be an effective coach. Jason Kidd, I believe, retired from the New York Knicks, I think it was, back in 2013, and he ultimately became the head coach of what team was it first? It wasn't the Bucks, it was the Nets, I think. But I think some other players who went from being active players to head coach right after retirement. I think Jerry West became the head coach of the Lakers right after he retired in 1974. I think so, but I can't say it definitively. Other guys I could think of that went from active players, retirement, and coaching, I think one guy would be Patrick Ewing. Although I don't know if it was exactly a week or so after retirement. And Bill Cartwright. I think of other players. Now I think about it, I think that relatively quickly after retirement went into head coaching, assistant coaching positions. Ultimately, I think, if I remember correctly, Cartwright had a head coaching position with the Bulls that did not last that particularly long. But tell me, do you guys think that Garnett would be a good fit with the Cleveland Cavaliers as an assistant coach? Be honest with you, I like to see him ultimately become a head coach in the league. What a quotable person he would be. Very rarely do you see a former superstar player become a head coach in the league. Yes, you have a Jason Kidd, who was a former All-Star, but rarely a person as vocal as a Kevin Garnett becomes a head coach. But tell me what you guys think.